Hey guys, welcome back to the Crazy Cozy Corner. I'm Brianna, and this is the Crazy Cozy Corner. So, we are talking about this month's A to Z challenge, which will be books M and N. And I haven't decided what I'm going to read for M, but I do know what I'm going to read for N. So, we're going to do this backwards, except it won't be backwards for you, it's going to be backwards for me. Okay, I hope that this works out and the quality of the sound is okay. The quality is obviously going to be a little different because when I was talked about the in book, um, I did not have this beautiful little microphone, and honestly, I don't know if it sounds much better yet, but we'll figure it out. I think it'll help me at least keep the quality consistent, which changes usually depending on how close or far away I am from my phone. So like this one works out. So for the M book, which I honestly didn't think I was going to get through it. Not because it was bad, but it was because the M books that I had were larger or I didn't want to read them. And so it was just a little bit of a problem. But I ended up reading The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. And I didn't know really too much what to expect. I like just thought it was another Christian romance. Um, but it's one of my sister's favorite books. So I was like, let's give it a try. I found it at a Goodwill and I was like, it looks in decent condition. But I've been burned by assuming that before. We're just not going to talk about my Naruto. Okay, it hurts. Um, but basically, you meet this girl who's down on her luck. She has a kid and she's not able to make a lot of money because she had given up going to school so that she could support her ex-husband. And so she is looking for a job, and this agency finds a job for her working for this artist as his personal assistant. And this artist, his name is Roman um, Velasco or something like that. The girl's name is Grace Moore, I think. I know Grace for sure. Um, but it was a cute book. Actually, like I think it was a little bit deeper than cute. So I read those. I think Colleen. Let's see if I can find a book. Colleen Coble. I've read those books before, and they lack depth. Like they talk about Jesus sometimes, but it's not like a big deal. But this one, like it just expanded a little bit more, made the like it wasn't just a romance. It actually talked about character development and growth, which like in some books it's hard to kind of do that. But um so Grace is down on her luck. She gets a job working for Roman. Roman's temperamental, kind of rude, curses a lot. She doesn't like that. So basically on the first day she's like, I would have quit. He's like, no, I think we're gonna work well together. And so like they start to grow and change. Grace becomes more confident and she still has a lot of walls up. Roman kind of opens up more, but still like it all comes to this hedge where he admits that he loves no, he wants her, and she's like, well, I love you, but you don't want to love me as you should. And so she left, and instead of like him following her, they both kind of grew, or mostly Roman. Like she had stood up for like what she believed, like she knew her worth, and she wasn't gonna let this man tell her like or put her down again. And so she left, even like, but she believed if she had stayed, she would have allowed him to kind of treat her as less than what she was worth. And so he worked on himself, like worked on his relationship with Jesus, and which is crazy. So I don't know if they ever really expanded on why he was having health problems, but randomly, this dude has a heart attack, and Grace does CPR, and he like literally has visions of, or like his soul, like he's getting dragged away by demons, and he calls out the name of Jesus, and he was just talking to Grace about Jesus and kind of telling her that she's like a quack and like doesn't shouldn't believe in God, and so he was able to call out the name of Jesus and be saved from like being dragged down to hell. And so when he awoke from like CPR and everything like that. Like, yeah, he was kind of, and they had to figure out like his heart, but he had a leg injury, which was like crazy because nothing happened that would have caused that leg injury. But this book was really good. Definitely, I really enjoyed it. I think I'll rate it about a 4 star. Um, but I was very pleasantly surprised because I'm kind of um, skeptical. Not that Christian writers aren't very talented, they are. It's just sometimes it's like no character growth. And this one was awesome to see that the romance wasn't the most important thing. And so I really, really enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, that was The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers.
So, for the end book this month, I am switching it up. Instead of doing like a book I would normally do, I'm gonna read a manga. This is actually the first 3 in the series, the first 3 volumes. I've actually read the first 2 and am on volume 3 right now. So, volume 1 is getting to know Naruto and his lack of family, but the people around him, people that support him, kind of laying out the groundwork for the entire series going on. So we find out about Naruto's dream to be the next clan leader, for lack of better terms, because I will butcher the name, because I think it's Hokage, but that could just be me getting it completely wrong. And honestly, I'll look up how to say it, and I'll let you know in the next clip if I got it wrong. Anyways, so you just get the exposition, kind of getting to know Naruto. I think maybe you do meet. So you do meet Sakura and Sasuke, and then their teacher, which I am failing to remember his name, Kakashi. So you meet Sakura, Sasuke, and Kakashi, and they pass their first trial, and then the second volume, they take on a job that was given to them by the current Hokage, or leader, because Naruto was kind of complaining, and it was something supposed to be easy enough for them to complete, but it turned out that the person who hired them wasn't completely honest with how high of the level that would be coming after them, if that makes sense. And so, like, they end up, spoilers, getting the older man, they get him home after a fight with a high tier ninja shinobi. Please again forgive me for saying these words wrong if I am, and if I'm saying them right, thank you for being here to witness my character growth. But yeah, so we're gonna start off in the 3rd volume with some training while Kakashi is getting better. But that is where we are so far, and I'm really enjoying this. It's definitely a change of pace from all the books that I have been reading. Like, I've had all these mangas in front of me for a while. Like, I've read the Naruto series before, but not the complete series. And honestly, I'm gonna have to stop after this because I do not have the 4th volume, but I have the 5th. So I gotta continue to grow my collection. But yeah, so after I finish the 3rd volume, we'll talk about it, and then yeah, that'll be that. It is actually not even funny how devastated I feel right now. I finished the 3rd volume of this, and when I tell you, like, I know that everybody's gonna be okay, but my heart is racing because I don't remember exactly what happens. I just know that, like, everything's gonna be okay. But that was a perfect point, like, to stop it, to get you to want to go to the next book. And I am very upset that I do not have it, so I ordered it. And then I'll have to do that again with 9 and 10 because I don't have that. But maybe, whew, I really enjoyed it. Definitely would recommend. If you like manga, like if you haven't read Naruto already, like you're like me. So like I've only read up to like the 35th volume, so that's about halfway because I think there's only 72 in this specific series of Naruto. But so the third volume the third volume we get some training montage of Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto learning how to use or use their chakra more efficiently. And so they're trying to learn to climb trees, and we get a little bit backstory on the little boy's father figure. I don't want to mess up his name, so also I can't remember it. So there's that. But we get a little that, and so the little boy starts looking up to Naruto, but then they get attacked by the ninja from the previous volume, and so they're trying to make it okay, but it's like the volume stops mid-fight, and so I'm very on edge, and I'm about to go to bed, and that's not the best place to be, but we finished our end book for the month. I guess it's technically 3, but you know, it was all in one, so it counts. But I would highly recommend. It's just a good time. I don't know about the anime itself, but yeah, that was Naruto.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short little video about the A to Z challenge that we are getting through. We are almost there. Obviously, we're halfway through. I don't know when the halfway point is because that requires math and knowing where the letters are in the alphabet, but I believe we're a little over halfway, maybe around halfway. But like we've been doing pretty good. How have y'all been doing with this challenge? Have you been doing it? It's never too late to join. But I'll talk to you in the next